Hello, hello, it's Igneous Hippo. Welcome back. I went and upgraded the Inquisitor's Durandal and the Clomark Seal, and I decided that the Spiral Horn Shield will be our small shield parry, not to lean on the Buckler parry too much for the rest of the run. So with that being said, let's go ahead and chew through some more of Caelid. Right now we are in the jail tunnel, or the jail cave. Jail cave. We did the Gale, we did Fort Gale, and the Gale tunnel. So now we're in the jail cave. It took 2 stone sword keys to get in here. Got a rat? Oh yeah. Nice. Yeah, I really like this spear. It's kind of short, but the split fire damage is super nice. Let's do with a 2-hand. Yeah, spear moveset is pretty lackluster, but what can you really expect? I mean, it's a thrusting, pierce damage weapon, so yeah, not gonna get too much of a yeah, pretty standard. Oh, nice. Okay, but the running light is a slash. It's an upward slash. You can make use of that. Let's see. The only thing about having split damage weapons is that I can't use the electrify armament or anything like that on it. So I'll have to rely on lightning spear for my lightning damage for now. Oh. Okay. Lots of jail cells with flaming corpses in them. Ah, hello. Some vulgar militia guarding. I don't think you can open this door. No, it does not open from the side. But there's the lever to open all the jail cells. There's some pretty cool loot in the jail cells, so we gotta push through. I wonder if these guys can be parried. Also, it's interesting that pulling out the Spiral Horn Shield here, it gives me a little bit of build-up in every status effect. So I gotta watch out for that. Yeah, there's lots of items in these jail cells, so I definitely want to open up the jail cells. And I think that's how you continue as well. Let's try to parry him. Come here, buddy. Oh, can't parry a jumping attack. Okay. Smoke screen. Come on, just do a normal attack. Why do you keep jumping? Oh, you can parry him, but I was just a little early on that one. That's alright. I figured this shield would be really good at parrying too because of all the horns on it. The weapon would get stuck in the shield. And you can throw it off a lot easier that way. Hello, big guy. Big fella. Let's do a charge forth. Oh yeah, big powerful charge forth on that. Nice bleed right at the end there. Not necessary at all. Some turtleneck meat. Oh wow, okay. Poison trap. Didn't get poisoned, luckily. Ha! Stabbed out of the air. It looked like there was an item behind that. Watch! I'll go up there and break the. I'll go up there and break the little chest or whatever, the little box, and it'll be a message. It's not gonna be an item. It'll be a message. Watch. Calling it now. Ah, knew it. Didn't expect message. You know what? Good for you, buddy. Oh, I'll give you a good on that one. Got me. Yeah, that lever opens up all these jail cells. Now, unfortunately, I don't think our spear is going to be very useful against these guys. Probably, since they're already on fire, I can't imagine fire damage is going to do much damage to them. We got the pillory shield. Oh wow, okay. Lots of explosions. Let's see what the pillory shield is. It looks like one of those like torture, like punishment devices where you put their head in the middle one and their wrists and the small ones on the side. Pillory made to punish serious felons, used as a shield. Though made of good sturdy wood, is only makeshift tool and performs as such. Perhaps due to its use as a device with which the guilty were made to endure prolonged suffering, it raises vitality. Does it raise vitality? Oh, vitality is the damage negation against what is it? Yeah, the damage negation against, I want to say Deathblight buildup. I think it's the damage or the fortification against Deathblight. So when you're wearing the pillory shield, you'll accrue Deathblight buildups much slower. So that could be useful in the future. There's nothing in there, and there was no audio cue for that guy building up. Oh my goodness. Wow. Just, yeah, they're not doing damage to each other when they explode like that. We got the Wakizashi, a stone sword key. Let's see what the Wakizashi is. A dagger. It's a samurai katana dagger. A short sword with a tempering pattern on the blade. A weapon unique to warriors of the land of the reed. Yeah. Afflicts targets with blood loss. These swords are considered auxiliary weapons, yet one man is known to wield this weapon with his left hand while using a full-size katana on his right. A demonic swordsman known only as Okina. I wonder if we'll ever meet Okina. I believe we went that way. Yeah, that way goes back to the key. Don't see any items in that jail cell. And this is the way we're meant to go. Got a golden rune 4, some rainbow stones. Yep, here we go. I might want to put a torch on for this area. Put on the beast repellent torch. Got a nice orange flame to it. Oh, dropping right into the boss fight here. Got the Frenzied Duelist. Okay, we tried to parry him, got a half parry. I bet I can parry him if I time it right. Probably can't parry a kick. Okay, definitely not with the parries on this guy. Which we'll keep trying though. Oh, that's a grab attack. Okay. The damage is really good against him, so I'm not scared. Probably should be though if I keep trying to parry like this. Okay, we got one. And I messed up the riposte. Gotta bleed though. Yeah, bleed is so overpowered. You know what? Let's try a charge fourth. Nice. Charge fourth is probably really good on this weapon because it's it hits multiple times. Here, we'll get bestial vitality going here. Charge fourth hits multiple times, and this has blood loss buildup on it. Nice. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool finish there on the Frenzy Duelist. Then we got the Putrid Corpse Ashes. That's what those guys are called. Putrid Corpses. I wonder which... Putrid Corpses is probably either Scarlet Rot or Poison buildup, I would imagine. Let's see. 4 Putrid Corpses. These spirits appear some distance in the summoner. These spirits appear some distance from the summoner. Though their movements are dull and confused, their low moans make them effective at drawing the attention of enemies. True death does not come easy for them. Yes, as we've seen that before, they do have quite a bit of health. And right at the end of the cave here, we come out into Limgrave. And I remember my first playthrough, I was exploring the beach down here, and I saw an item up here. These 2 items I saw. And I was wondering, how do you get up here? You have to go through the cave, the jail cave. Oh. Okay. And I missed what item that was. I wasn't paying attention. Probably a golden rune. But here we have the Regalia of Eocade. It's another straight sword with split magic damage. Arcane scaling, split magic damage. Treasured Sword of Eocade, a lesser long-vanished domain. The copper coloration is not to be confused for rust, but is a conduit for its wielder to move it by their will alone. Swords of Eocade dance through the skies. Infuse the sword with energy, then fling it forward in a corkscrew attack. The sword continuously deals damage while violently spinning. Super cool. So it's copper infused to use some kind of maybe electromagnetic energy to control it with without actually touching it, like a magnetic force almost. That's pretty cool. All right, so that's the jail cave. Definitely worth the 2 stone sword keys that it takes to get into the jail cave. So, astray from the Caelid Highway North, we will keep going south, and we will attempt to pick up the next map for the southeastern portion of Caelid. Oh, and there's a merchant down here too. Oh wait, I don't know if we've been reading these. We haven't been reading these. Let's go ahead and read this one. The Battle of Aeonia, Radahn and Malenia locked in a stalemate. Then the scarlet rot blooms. So from the lore that I've heard, Malenia claims to have never lost a battle. And although this statue, this like monument here, claims that Radahn and Malenia were locked in a stalemate, Malenia did resort to, you can see it over there, that's probably where the epicenter of the Scarlet Aeonia bloomed in Caelid, to destroy it into becoming the wasteland that it is today. But Malenia resorted to the Scarlet Rot bloom, the Scarlet Aeonia, in order to end the battle with Radahn. Either thinking that she would lose the battle in the end, or I don't know, but she claims to have never lost a battle, but she had to resort to this utter devastation in order to stop the fight with Radahn. And Radahn is still alive to this day, so I don't know what you would consider that. I personally would consider that a loss. I would consider that Malenia losing the battle to Radahn.
Welcome.
But that's just me.
Welcome. Please, I'm hungry.
Let's see what this merchant has to sell. Some preserving molasses, infinite poison bone darts, that's pretty cool. And also infinite fire arrows. Very nice. Some aeonian butterflies, some poison stone clumps. Regular arrows and regular bullets. So not much, but infinite poison dode and infinite fire arrows could be very useful. We'll remember that he's here. Okay. Cutting off to the left here, there's another site of grace. And I think instead of going south, we're just gonna head a little bit into the swamp here. See what's going on in this general vicinity before we move on. And I am gonna put the bow back on. I'm still on a medium load. I think I'm gonna go back and buy a bunch of fire arrows. So here we have the Aeonia Swamp Shore side of Grace. In between these two Graces is the merchant. So I think I'm just gonna buy a bunch of fire arrows while I'm here, just out of
How
convenience.
nice.
Let's see, I can buy 178. Sure, we'll buy 178 for regular arrows. Now we have more than enough arrows to deal some damage. We got a ghost on the shore here at the swamp of Aeonia. Let me see it, if only one last time. You splendid blade, dancing amongst the scarlet rod. The blade of Mikola, perhaps? Melania, the blade of Mikola. And I believe if we go, if we go out on this island, we'll get a unique invasion to happen, hopefully without catching the aggro of any nearby Scarlet Rot Knights? What are those guys? The Clean Rot Knights, yes. Hopefully we'll be able to get this invasion. That's a Clean Rot Knight right there. Trudging through the swamp. And here we have the Millicent invasion. She's a formidable foe. Definitely do not underestimate Millicent. Yep, there it is. The famous waterfowl dance. Just did it twice in a row, and I'm getting whooped by it. And we did, unfortunately, catch the eye of a nearby Clean Knight. She's very, very... Wow. Nice. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see if we can pull her this way, away from the Clean Rot Knights. Probably gonna get Scarlet Rotted here, but that's okay. Nice, we got the bleed proc off on Millicent. So she's able to do the waterfowl dance, the famous move of Melania, her mother, I want to say, is her mother. Millicent is the daughter of Melania. And for that we get a Sacramental Bud, the Golden Rune 5, 6, or 3, 5, and 10. And we're gonna go rest. We're gonna go rest the side of Grace once more, just to get rid of this Scarlet Rot before we continue on. Because as you can see in the top left there, the Scarlet Rot is a very powerful version of poison. It will kill you very quickly if you're not paying attention. Not very many runes for killing her though, that's surprising. That's probably why they gave us all those extra golden runes as loot she drops. So now we're in the swamp of Aeonia. The street of Sage's Ruins. Got some Scarlet Rot poison bloom flowers in here. Dropping the Miranda powder and also hiding the meteorite staff. The only staff in the game that cannot be upgraded at all. Boosts gravity sorcery. A staff embedded with a dark purple glintstone, said to be the fragment of meteorite. Boasts high sorcery scaling and boosts gravity sources. However, this staff cannot be strengthened in any way. And I wonder why that is. They never tell you why. That's the only staff in the game that cannot be upgraded with smithing stones or somber smithing stones. And then up on this rune you have the Traveler's hat, the Perfumer, so the Perfumer armor set, Traveler's slops, Traveler's gloves, and a perfume bottle. I think that's our first perfume bottle. I want to say that's definitely our first perfume bottle. But we'll go down in this basement. We'll collect some more loot and we'll read all of those all of those descriptions. And I believe this is the meteorite. The rock sling spell, okay. So we got a sorcery, or third gravity sorcery. Manipulates gravitational forces. Pulls a clump of rocks from the earth and sends them flying. A gravitational technique studied by the young Radon. His master was an alabaster lord with skin of stone. So an alabaster lord trained Radon to use gravity magic. And the traveler's hat. Hat of a traveling perfumer of no renown. An associate of a healer, he is said to be in search of new aromatics and flower gardens, in hopes of treating misbegotten, omen, and all those seen impure. So the perfumers were out to help the misbegotten and the omens, at the very least. And this is the perfumer's traveling garb. The thick front apron, the badge of a perfumer, has been replaced with a more simple one made from soft leather. And I don't think the... yeah, oh wait, okay. Oh, so this, the gloves have the same description as the hat, and the slops probably do as well. Yes, okay. So the perfumers, were studying healing aromatics to try to help the ailing misbegotten and omens. The misbegotten are the I don't know. I don't know how to say, like, oh, we never read the sacramental blood description either. Just got our second one there. Deformed? The omen and the misbegotten are both deformed through some kind of either artificial cruelty or unfortunate natural cause. They're deformed and tortured creatures. The misbegottens were overrunning the what's this castle called? The Morn Castle. They were overrunning the Morn Castle. And the omens are creatures like Margit guarding the guarding Stormvale Castle, and the one that was next to the dog in the in Stormvale Castle. Some of them you'll see their horns are overgrown, and some of their horns have been shaved off by somebody who is trying to make them look less grotesque, which is, in my personal opinion, a pretty gruesome process to force a creature to go through for a pretty artificial or surface level reasoning, just to make them look less, I don't know, tortured, is kind of fights the idea. But that's the street of Sage's Ruins next to the Aeonia Swamp Shore, and then inside we have Inner Aeonia. We're gonna pause heading this direction because we'll come out the Celia Crystal Tunnel. We will do the Celia Crystal Tunnel at some point, but I want to go further south before we get into this area. So we'll come full circle, and we'll come back to this. Further south down the road, we're definitely going to run into more of the... yep, there's one right here. More pests and swamp doggies. Nice. Love the guard counter. Not super effective with the small shield, but I'll take it. Doesn't really have the guard boost that a lot of the medium shields and especially the great shields have, but I'll take it. With the armor that we're wearing and being able to wield a shield, a seal, a spear, and a bow, I will take that every day. So just crawling along the southern edge of the cliff face here, there's a Starlight Shard. And I forgot to read the Scarlet, or wait, no, what was that? Crystal. So we did that. We have the Crystal Bud, the Rimmed Crystal Bud, so like magic and frozen, and now we have the Sacramental Bud. An immature bud containing fresh blood, believed to originate long ago from a strain of buds cultivated with youthful sacramental blood. That's it's pretty dark. I wonder what kind of sacramental, not sacrificial. Still, some kind of sacrament involving youthful blood is pretty dark. And we got some graves to rob back here. Speaking of dark things, let's go ahead and do some grave robbing. Golden Rune 1s in Caelid. Pretty surprising. Lots of these guys, though. I will. You know what? I am gonna fight these guys to see if I can get one of them to drop their sword. The sword is the Noble's Estoc and the Noble's Slender Sword are both really rare drops. Let's see if we can get one of them to drop it. Whoa! What the heck? Okay, we got the Aristocrat Boots. I wonder if we've ever read that one, but there's a giant back here with a flaming sword. I've never seen this before. I can safely say I've never seen this before. This is pretty crazy. Let's hit him in the face with lightning. Wow, he's got a lot of health. Goodness. Our spear is not having the reach that I want it to. Oh, wow. Right in the face as he was coming down. This is a pretty menacing troll. First one I've ever seen to have a flaming sword. Trying to get a bleed off here, but it doesn't seem like I can. Can't hit him enough times in a row. Yeah, he keeps stomping on me. Some of the stomps come out much faster than the others too. This is a battle. Oh wow, right on the top of my head. I'm lucky I have so much bigger. There's the bleed right at the end. Wow. I used most of my flasks there. Did we get anything from killing that guy? Oh, a larval tier. Cool. That's another hidden larval tier. Right up here on the very far south side of Caelid, next to the graves if you kill the little guys. A troll will spawn with a flaming sword, and if you kill him you get another larval tier. And the larval tiers, we got into those in a previous episode where we talked about rebirth at Renala. Renala, once you defeat her shade of her previous form, she'll provide you with the rebirth service. Let's see if we can sneak up behind. Oh, we got a four-toed fowlfoot from that bird. That's nice. Sneak up behind this guy. Get a charged heavy off. Oh, it's a... Oh, nice. It's one of those knights that give you... He's got golden eyes. 5 times the normal amount of runes. 3,100 runes for killing that guy. That's nice. Getting super lucky with those. And then we got another church, the Cathedral of Dragon Communion. So this is another Dragon Communion church. We just got an ancient Dragon Apostles cookbook. It added probably the acid spray mist? No, that would be a perfumer's cookbook. What did that add to our crafting repertoire? I can't even tell. Well, at any rate, you find that cookbook here at the Church of Dragon Communion. And the more dragons you kill, you can consume their hearts at these altars and learn Dragon Communion incantations. So this one has a lot more to offer than the previous one. So we can get Aguil's Flame from killing the flying dragon Aguil from the lake in Limgrave, and we can get Smarag's Glintstone Breath from killing Smarag outside the Academy of Ray Lucaria. Um, he was guarding the key to the Academy. And Rotten Breath is really good. It Scarlet rots your opponent. So I don't want to lean too heavily on Dragon Communion incantations because I have in the past and they are really, really busted. So I'm not going to waste any points in Arcane, especially because our starting class only started with 7 points in Arcane. I don't want to put even 5 more in to just use the lower level breath attacks. As you can see, the Arcane requirements for the incantations here. So I don't think we're gonna use any dragon incantations on this playthrough. And I don't know. There's another, yeah, there's a dragon right there. Oh my goodness. And a Banished Knight coming up behind me. These Banished Knights are super cool. Dragon Communion Banished Knights. Very, very cool armor set. Another armor set that I would love to farm, but don't want to waste too much time doing it on camera. Oh, nice. We got the Banished Knight gauntlets and another shield. I think we already had one of these, but that's okay. We got the gauntlets now. We only need one more piece to complete the set. Although that does put us in a heavy load. I think we'll drop the shield for now because we're going to be fighting this dragon. The shield, the small spiral horn shield, unfortunately, is not going to help us very much with this dragon fight. And I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to kill this dragon at this level. I should be able to, but that's not, it's not a guarantee. So we'll see. We'll see what I can do. Wow, roll caught me with the fire breath there. Nice. Okay. Alright. Let's go see what we can do this dragon. We're gonna try to keep our distance. That's why I bought so many arrows. I'm gonna try my best to just shoot him with arrows because you'll find out. He's this dragon is a lot. I would say this dragon is probably one of the hardest in the games, other than Borealis' Freezing Fog. Borealis the Freezing Fog is another one in the Mountaintops of the Giants, but this one in particular is really difficult. Yeah, we're not doing very much damage at all with this, but he, the reason... We'll see here in a second. He's a Scarlet Rot Dragon, so his attacks spew Scarlet Rot around the area. And his breath is also Scarlet Rot. So we're gonna, in Skyrim fashion, we're gonna try to take him out. Oh my goodness. Scary. In Skyrim fashion, we're gonna try to take him out using arrows. I don't think he can be poisoned or rotted either, since he's like made of rot. It wouldn't make very much sense for him to be susceptible to other forms of poison. I might, unfortunately, it looks like I might have to get in close to him because the arrows are not doing enough damage. Let's try a lightning bolt. I missed. Okay, he's dropping. Scarlet rot pile in front of him. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get in close and try to use the bleed from the Inquisitor's Girandol. Because other than that, I'm not gonna have a chance of killing this guy. Wow, dude, I'm doing no damage to him at all. Yeah, I'm going to be relying pretty heavily on bleed for this. Yeah, there's a big bleed. Spewing scarlet rot all over the area. Wow, look at that. Look at the area. The area of effect on that is crazy. Lucky I didn't get hit by it. Just going to fly up in the air again. Please just land. Wow, that was close. Oh my goodness. Just gonna have to whittle away at his feet here. Even his stomp does a little AoE of Scarlet Rot. Decaying Excites. Oh no! I get stuck on the terrain trying to get away from him. Yeah, this is rough. This is gonna be a rough one. I don't want to get too far away from him because he'll reset and his health will come back. Okay, looks like he forgot about us. We might be able to sneak up behind him and get a cheeky couple hits in. Just gotta keep that bleed build up. Gosh, does that Scarlet Rot create space? Oh my goodness. Charge right into the belly of the beast here. Another big bleed. Okay, he's doing a... Okay, AoE. Oh goodness. Oh no, 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 no. Wow. Oh, I've been able to escape that twice now. They must have nerfed it because it used to be so inescapable. You could get knocked off your horse in a second. Just need one more big bleed and I should be able to get him. Here comes the tail. Hit him in the face. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Let's heal Torrent. Oh, wow. Torrent is taking a beating right now. I'm just going to keep healing him. Pressure on his heels. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Stop targeting his face. Oh, my goodness. He's so close. We can do this. Nice. Headshot. Oh, no. Okay, this might be time for a reset, just to be safe. Yeah, we're gonna get a reset. Just climbing around on the rocks. Oh no! Oh, what the heck? Oh, we got saved by the land. Oh, we can't get to him. Hold on. Oh gosh, one more lightning bolt. Look at that cloud. Wow, he is in an awkward spot right now. Just get one more lightning bolt. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Great enemy felled. Another dragon heart and a new draconic power. 46,000 runes. Wow, that's a lot. For one dragon. Okay, let's read these item descriptions real quick. Superior. So Aguil's flame from the from Limgrave. Superior incantation of dragon communion. Transforms the cat. Okay. The dead gazed at the skies over the lakes of Limgrave, praying that the dragon's flame would burn them to ash. Why? I mean, I saw that when I first came up on where Aguil lands in the lake. There was a bunch of undead praying to Aguil. Maybe to relieve them from their undying sickness. Their inability to die probably became too monotonous, is why they went hollow. And then Smaragd's Glintstone Breath. Smaragd was a devourer of sorcerers, and over time his body became corrupted by their glintstones. So he killed so many mages that it literally changed his flame to deal magic damage instead of fire damage. And then Exite's Decay was the dragon we just killed. Exite's Dragon Communion Revenger did not forget his hatred even as he succumbed to the Scarlet Rot. So yet another dragon changed by his surroundings. He witnessed the bloom of the Scarlet Aeonia, and it changed his flame to Scarlet Rot, which he was able to, in the end, use to his own benefit. So we'll get a couple levels. We'll get another level in strength and another in mind. Alright. Well, that's another huge box checked off the list. The dragons are I always have trouble with the dragons. Although I've been able to kill them all first try on camera. That's a giant skull over there in the Scarlet Rot too. That's crazy. What is that? That's huge. Humongous skull in the Scarlet Rot. And here we have the map of Caelid. So now we can see, yeah, here's the swamp of Aeonia. The road that leads down to the Cathedral of Dragon Communion. And a merchant too. Another cracked pot, nice. Stone sword key. Okay, he's got some other stuff I want to buy too, so let's go ahead and pop some of the runes that we found. Just go ahead and pop all these. It should be more than enough. 10,000.
Unfinished.
Rotbone arrow. Rotbone bolts. I don't think we're gonna need that. You don't find too many Aeonian butterflies, not enough to make them super useful. And there's not too many things in the game that are even susceptible to Scarlet Rot. Gravity's Advantage. Contains information about the advantageous use of gravity. Sure, we'll buy that. And we're getting the Great Helm and the Champion's Pauldron as well. Oh, this is the, another starting set. The Warrior or no, not the Warrior. It's one of the starting sets. It starts with the Battle Axe and this armor set. Not the Great Helm, but the Champion Headband, Champion Pauldron, Champion Braces, and Champion Gaiters. The Great Helm, though. Though it is uncomfortably heavy and obstructs the vision of the wearer, it provides considerable damage negation. Very cool looking, old school Germanic helmet. And the Champion Pauldron. A pauldron reserved for the Badlands bravest, proof that the wearer has slaughtered countless foes. Following the example of their chieftain Horalu, the brave warriors of the Badlands shun excess adornment. So this is also the same armor set that Nefeli Lu wears, with the same description on every piece of the armor set, but we will buy it because it looks really cool. Okay. I think we're gonna go further south, but before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and go grab this. There's a grace. Yeah, you can see the guidance of grace right there above my character. I'm gonna go grab this grace before we move on to the south. Actually, you know what? We'll rest at this side of grace because there's a couple night bosses. I might not be ready for one of them, but I'm gonna go for one of the night bosses. But I'm gonna mark one of them and come back to it later. So you might be able to see it. Yeah, right over there is another Deathrite bird. So we're gonna mark that one. And we'll come back to that. But we are gonna do the Knight's Cavalry that is patrolling this road up here. Yeah, we'll get this guy out of the way. One of the Flail Knight's Cavalry. Oh wow, ouch. Nice bleed on the horse there. Stop running away. Oh wow, that was cool. Got that jump attack to knock him off and the riposte while he's on the ground for the finish. Pretty cool. And we got the Poison Mothflight Ash of War. Another arcane Ash of War that will poison your enemies almost as soon as the Ash of War is casted. Pretty cool. Pretty useful, but I don't like leaning on poison and scarlet rot, and even bleed or frost for that matter, because a lot of things are totally immune to frost, bleed, poison, scarlet rot, and the like. And it's bad to use that as a crutch because it'll come back to bite you when you encounter an enemy that's immune. So a huge battle has happened here. Lots of burning dog bodies. The Radon soldiers have been able to keep the wild beasts of Caelid at bay. And now we've come back to the Redmane Castle now. And you can see the health bars over there. They're fighting right now. Let's climb this watchtower and see what's up here. These guys actually boast a pretty high immunity to, well, not immunity, but a pretty high defense to fire. Oh my goodness, I didn't even see you. Wow. These guys are messing me up. They are guarding a chest of some kind. Okay, that's enough. That's enough with the charge forth there, buddy. Put our spiral horn shield back on. Get rid of this bow. This bow's not helping us. Backstab? Nice. Cool. Alright. See what they were guarding. The Arrow Sting Talisman. Another bow talisman. We got longer range and probably higher damage. Raises the attack power of arrows and bolts. Carried by soldiers long ago. So they were protecting the last one that they were aware of. And this ladder goes nowhere. That's pretty cool. Okay. Just do a controlled fall down this direction. And then there's another scarab. There's an Ash of War scarab up here. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to kill that. You know what, hold on, let's see if we can read this monument behind it without scaring it away. The Star-Scourge conflict. Radon alone holds Celia secure and stands tall to shatter the stars. A town of... although we haven't been there, I will go ahead and spoil it. This is the town of Celia right here. So Radon protects the remains of Caelid, including the town of Celia, to prevent it from being, I guess, crushed by the stars. And then we have another Ash of War, another Gravity Ash of War, the Cragblade. Increases damage and poise damage. It's a strength Ash of War, but uses gravity magic. Essentially imbues your weapon with rocks. And there is another dungeon. You come all the way down here on the beach. There's another dungeon, but it's being guarded. You can see there's a bird up there and a nice teardrop scarab to distract you. I am gonna let it distract you. It's a smithing stone 4, or a somber smithing stone 4. We're just gonna try to see if we can outrun this. Yep. Outrun that bird and get to catacombs. Catacomb dungeon. Caelid catacombs. Not quite enough runes to level up just yet, but that's okay. We'll have more than enough after we finish this dungeon. And the Caelid catacombs, just like the other catacombs we ran into in Caelid, it's been flooded with scarlet rot. Might have been a good idea to... Oh, here we go. It's a skeletal catacombs. Might be useful to switch to our jawbone axe. Yeah, we're gonna switch to our jawbone axe. And we'll keep the Inquisitor's Girindle on the secondary. Yeah, I should have put on Flame Cleanse Me before we got in here, but I guess we'll just use our Preserving Boluses. Got a Grave Glove Wart 3. hidden wall. The Miranda Sprout ashes. Grave Glovewort 5. Oh wow, lots of Miranda Sprouts around here. Ghost Glovewort 4 hiding behind the Miranda Blossom right there. Lots of Scarlet Rot hiding here. Grave Glovewort 4. Another 4. And I believe, yep, there we go. Behind this hidden wall is the dungeon door. If you follow the messages, attacking ahead, hidden path ahead. Here we go. Pretty short dungeon. It's okay though. Not all dungeons are created equal. And we have Cemetery Shade. Should be pretty easily taken out by our Sacred Blade. Oh, we are heavy rolling. Oh no, don't get grabbed. Oh, we got grabbed anyway. I attacked right into it because I was spamming. Gerald and Harold coming in clutch. This thing does not do any damage to Gerald and Harold. Nice. Clean kill. I have to put on something a little lighter. We can put on the prisoner's clothing for now. And we got the Kindred of Rot ashes. So we got a couple of ashes in there. We got the Miranda Sprout ashes. Summoning consumes HP rather than FP. Spirit of sweet little Miranda flowers, carnivorous blossoms that feed upon human flesh. They creep slowly, scattering toxic pollen. Vulnerable to fire, do take care of the little darlings. Fair enough. And then we got the Kindred of Rot. It's a pest. This spirit takes the form of a crawling pest. Its chitinous body makes a dry rustling sound. Attacks enemies by secreting sticky threads. The Kindred of Rot are the servants of the goddess of Rot, servants that have been forsaken. Unfortunate for their kind. They used to serve Malenia, but Malenia no longer wants their service. Okay. So we'll get into, yeah. So next episode, we'll finish up the Swamp of Aeonia, and we'll go into the Celia Crystal Tunnel, and then we'll start going into the Celia Town of Sorcery. For now, though, the last couple minutes of this episode, I'll take us across the Impassable Great Bridge and into Redmane Castle to end this episode. Gonna have to start getting more vigor here in a second. You'll see why this is called the Impassable Great Bridge here in a second. Yeah, there it is. Some fireballs incoming. 2 catapults slinging. Are these guys guarding anything? Is there anything over here? Item on the backside. Smithing Stone 3. Nothing else really of note there. Just killed their own people, that's unfortunate. You got a giant, another flaming sword giant up there guarding the entrance to the castle. He's been closed off, so you have to head around the backside. And this is really important. So there's like a vampire bat king on the backside there, but that Ash of War scarab is like probably one of the best Ashes of War in the game. Can't miss out on that. Cannot miss out on that Ash of War. I'm just gonna grab this item too. Some 8 smoldering butterflies. Cool. Okay. And you can climb those stairs off to my left there, but that door is going to end up being locked. You can only open that door from the other side. Redmane Castle. Here we go. Backside. It's 5 bolts from that guy. A ladder right there. That's good to know that that's there. We're gonna have to come back through this area. I don't think we're going to be able to sneak up behind this guy. Yeah, no, he senses our presence. Haha. Nice try, buddy. Come on. Do it again. Haha. Charge forth. Really powerful. Especially against smaller enemies with not too much poise. The multiple hits in a row is really, really good in general, but obviously, as you've seen there, if they don't have as much poise, they get staggered and knocked back much easier. But even if they don't get staggered, the multiple hits in a row, especially with the bleed buildup and the winged sword insignia talisman, does a lot of damage. Okay, we'll be on the back end there. Okay, I held the dodge button instead of actually pressing it. Unfortunate. Nice big bleed. There's the kill. Another sanctuary stone. And the flamberge, a really, really good greatsword. It's the flamberge. It's got inherent blood loss buildup on it. Greatsword featuring a flame-like undulation shreds enemies' flesh, inducing blood loss. Scarlet Rod is kept at bay with flame at Redmane Castle. As such, this beloved sword of Jaren's eventually became the symbol of the castle itself. So Jaren is a very famous knight of the Redmane. Smithing Stone 5 at the top of the tower here. And I know we've gone over an hour by about 4 minutes, but I want to get to a good stopping point before we call it an episode. Pretty heavily guarded. That's the boss fight for Redmane Castle. It's a pretty gnarly boss fight, but here we have our first Site of Grace. Alright. So with that, we'll call this an episode. In the next episode, we'll get through we'll explore the rest of Redmane Castle, and we'll attempt to take on the boss, although I'm not entirely sure I will be able to kill the boss. We'll try our best. And then we will get into the rest of the Swamp of Aeonia and Celia Crystal Tunnel and the town of Celia. And then we'll do a little bit in Grail's Dragon Barrow. Oh, and there's also a secret. There's a secret cave like right around this area that I forgot to do. So we'll do all that in the next episode. But with that, I've been Igneous Hippo. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.